You guys, good morning. Welcome to Monday, August 19th. I hope you're doing great. I just want to say something for those of you who watched the For Whoever extended last night. I told a story about one of my greatest transitions in my life. And I was saying to myself, all right, I think I said it on the video. I'm gonna go back and look and see what sign that full moon was in. It was in July of 2007. It was Aquarius, full moon in Aquarius. That's today. We have a full moon in Aquarius today. So there's that. Just when I saw it, I was like, no way, that's insanity. So what that says to me is that story that I was telling about getting a very clear signal, a very clear message from the universe about a shift that's about to take place in your life comes in the full moon in Aquarius. Vision. Planted the seeds for some kind of vision, and now it's showing up. So let's talk about it. Fire underneath. My goodness. Truth. Some kind of truth is going to appear to you here. Truth. Trust it, please. Trust it. Lucky. Wow. There is some kind of truth coming in. This full moon in Aquarius energy. There's a lot going on this week. We have that full moon in Aquarius. Like I said, I believe it's 25 degrees or 27 degrees, kind of late in the degrees. And it's sort of in that energy that we're getting down to it. We're getting down to it. We're getting to the place where the truths are going to come through you loud and clear. It's really time to trust it. And that is going to show itself. You're going to see proof of that. It's going to show itself to help you trust your own intuition. Pathfinders, we've been talking about this for a long time, to trust your intuition and to be able to then act on it. That's how it gets stronger. Is something comes in, you get a message and you take action on it, see what happens. So it doesn't always have to come out the way you expect it to, but whatever shows up is for your best and highest good, whatever shows up. All right, so let's see what the reading brings today. We also have, I'll talk about this, the T-square, the powerful T-square going on this week. This is one of the biggest weeks of the year in astrology. We have a Mars-Jupiter conjunction that has just happened earlier last week, and now those energies are squaring an opposition between Saturn in Pisces, Saturn's retrograde, and Venus in Virgo. So all of that is creating a big T-square, meaning it's time to Jupiter, Mars, conjunct in Gemini. It's time to speak your truth. And Saturn in Pisces is about doing the spiritual work. Venus in Virgo is saying, is it practical for me to do this? Well, the opposite thing is really true. It's time to go toward your calling. You may not see how it practically works out, but the other side of Virgo is it's healthy for me. It's like eat your vegetables and go to bed at a reasonable hour. Do the thing that scares you the most. Do the thing that's hard for you to do, that you've been resisting doing. Do that thing. And the truth that's going to come out of that, it's sort of like a truth in action, right? Mars and Jupiter. It doesn't even, Gemini is your voice, obviously, but this is sort of like walking your talk, taking action. I'm going to do this. Taking action. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. So some of you have been holding back. I'm going to take this. I can't help myself. Some of you are really working on a path of look where I want to go. I want to go to this awesome place. I want to have love in my life. I want to do all this stuff, but I'm holding on. I'm holding on to a person who I'm afraid to let go of. I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to say the words. I don't think we should see each other anymore. I'm afraid to say the words. I don't want to be married to you anymore. I'm afraid to say the words. This job isn't working for me anymore and I'm moving on. I'm afraid to say those words. So this full moon in Aquarius is going to show you what the real truth is. unmistakably. And then it's time to walk that talk. Okay? So let's see where we're going here. Oh boy, Justice, King of Cups, Four of Swords. You are going to do something, or have already done something, already made some kind of decision. Okay? You've already made some kind of decision, and now you're kind of just sitting on it, like waiting for the right moment. Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, World. The opportunity is here. Some of you are dragging your feet, okay? Some of you are dragging your feet in terms of doing this. Is there a right moment? Is there really a right moment? There are lots of wrong moments. But if you're saying to yourself, what my definition of the right moment is that nothing bad will happen to me, or no adverse consequences will come from what my truth is, then I think that's prohibiting you from really seeing the purpose of this action or this truth. It doesn't mean that nothing is going to come of it that you don't want. You might not be able to control it. And I feel like that's the thing. That's the thing that's keeping you in your place of not saying or not doing what you really want to do. Because once it's out of you, once those words come out of you, there's no taking it back. You've come to the edge. Okay. And some of you want to control it. You want to control what happens afterwards. And that's the reason. Three of Swords, Tower. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm going to feel so much better. Nine of Pentacles. There's going to be this week, there will be some kind of thing that is done or said that has been very hard to do, but the outcome of it will be positive. You may not see that now. You may not have experienced, or you may not be able to wrap your head around it. And full moon in Aquarius says, that's fine. You don't need to know all the math. You don't need to know all of the fallout or all of the things. You won't see all of the dominoes falling because of this directional change. You won't really see it until much later. Some of you may not get a few of the rewards until very far down the line. But there is an immediate impact. Okay, there is an immediate impact. It's like, I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want to struggle anymore. So finally you say that to the universe. You say, when you're really aligned with the truth, this is how you know you're super aligned. Because you say it and you're like, oh, yeah, that was the truth. And it's a release. It's like a relief. Because some, and this has happened with me as well, that I'm afraid to upset somebody else. I'm afraid to not do what they want me to do. I'm afraid of their rage. I'm afraid of the fallout. I'm afraid. Let's clarify. Three of Swords now. Just one, please. What is this Three of Swords? Three of Cups. 3-3. All right, I got to keep going. Six of Swords, just one, please. No, I'm going to keep going. Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. There's celebration among someone else, or among your tribe, or among your friends for you doing this hard thing. You didn't see that coming, did you? You didn't see that other people would be like, yay, that's the right thing, super. Like, other people could see this from a distance. But sometimes you're standing right on top of something, and it's hard to see. And so you say to the universe, okay, yes, this is what I want. I almost feel like the universe moves things around so that this tower happens. There's a moment in time, it's like an assist from the universe. Okay? and you're moving forward, learning new things and stepping into your mission and path. Sometimes moving someone aside or moving or doing this is the key to your mission. I can't see my mission. You know what? Because somebody's standing in the way. The job standing in the way, the person standing in the way. Somebody is standing in the way of this. And when you do it, moving forward very quickly, you'll see it then. You're not on the level or on the frequency. Truth is on the frequency of your mission and purpose. You're not there yet until you do this, until you say this. What's the tower? Or until you get an assist from the universe. Death. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, Ace of Wands. Ah, I love it. It's almost like you have to face your deepest fear. And I did that back in 2017. I think I've told this story many times about how this channel came to be. Because I was having people coming right in my face and saying things that were undercutting my self-confidence and showed me that they didn't think very much of me. Family members. They didn't think very much of me. And they were, in their own way, they saw that I was struggling, and they were making suggestions, which I believe came from a place where you need to be contained. They did not believe that I could get bigger, that I could shine my light, that I could do anything. They didn't believe in me at all. That was a hard thing for me to metabolize. It's taken me years, just until this year, really, to actually be like, oh yeah, they didn't believe in me at all. And also, didn't want the competition. Didn't want someone, and I don't see myself as competition for any of these people, but they might. But I just definitely recall that feeling of, you need to get smaller. That's how you're going to be safe. You need to get smaller. And I'm like, there was a small little voice inside of me that said, what is safe? What does that even look like? What is safety? And I started questioning that. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to go through this transition, then I'm damn well, it's going to mean something. I am not going to let this big moment in time when I released my lack mentality, when I released the need to please that person who wanted to keep me small, when I released all that, there's that tower energy is kind of like a spontaneous combustion, that there's an idea and there's a new beginning that is for the rest of your life. That is for the rest of your life. And it may start off being a tower and a 5 of Pentacles, but when you get to that place where you're like, this is the biggest thing I've ever done, or this is the biggest, I'm doing opposite. I'm doing opposite of what I would normally do. Because when I do what I normally do, I just keep getting smaller. But when I'm going to do what my soul is saying to me to do, what my intuition is saying to me to do, which I only know the first couple steps. I don't know where it goes. I only know the first couple steps. And this is the first couple steps. And then boom, that's what happened. That's how this channel started. I want to thank all of you. We passed the 350,000 subscriber milestone. So I want to thank all of you for being with me on this journey. Many, many of you have been with me since 2017, since I started this channel. So a big thanks to you. A big thanks to you for being here and being part of this mission. And I feel like some of you are now going to experience the same thing I did back in 2017 when I said no. I said no to the way I used to do it. I'm going to do it differently now, because you know what? If I do it the same, I'm going to still get what I've already gotten, which is no longer what I want. So I am going to change this up. And it was scary. But once I said, you know what? I'm going to be free. I'm going to be free of this And I'm going to do what it takes. My biggest fear. I faced my biggest fear. A complete and utter crash of an old business that needed to go away. I'm going to face my biggest fear. I'm just going to let that slide into the ocean. And I did. And I took responsibility for it. And I went to find out what I needed to find out. And I said, okay, I'm doing this. Thank you for helping me. Not everybody was helpful. In fact, the people who wanted to keep me small were the least helpful of all. So sometimes you're going to have to look beyond your original circle of friends or family or something like that. Sometimes you're going to have to really seek out, because if you're doing something new, you're going to need to get new advice, new people, new experiences that are on this higher frequency. You're not going to be able to get to the higher frequency with people who want to keep you small. So you're going to have to go outside of that. Okay, you're going to have to go outside of that. So let's see where we go. I'm going to pull some of these ascension cards. There's a big shift this week here. So let's see. Stepping into the new universe. One with self. Blossoming. Divine order. Practice patience. High priest. Personal empowerment. Oh my, yes. We're going to talk about that. Enter your vortex. Aligning with infinite abundance. This is a tectonic shift. Let's go deep. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. Pathfinders, let's just keep going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.